Because see, I'm talking about imagination and forming certain things in your mind. But the truth of the matter is you're really not going to form much in your mind outside of what you've already seen and what you already think. And I hear some people like, yeah, you like to talk about, you can do anything you put your mind to, but you don't know who I am, and you don't know where I'm from, and you don't know the things that I've been through, and you don't know the hard times I've faced and the things that I've gone through. And I'm not making light of that at all, but you have identified with your pain and your problem, and that's all you think you are. And now you're mad with me and making excuses to me about why you have to stay broken and why you can't be made whole. And you can be. But because you've attached your identity to brokenness, you're never going to be whole. We hear, I pledge allegiance to the flag. You pledged allegiance to your past. And there's no freedom for your future. So of course you can't imagine something good because you think you're bad. Or you know it's bad. So what are you going to imagine? Or you watch on TV as drama? Or you listen to on the radio as drama? You don't read good things or when you do read, that's drama. We have to get to a place where we are identifying with peace. We have to identify with wholeness. And the only place that I have found that is in Jesus Christ. Perfect peace is in him. Complete wholeness. That's what salvation means in the Greek. Wholeness. People think that means perfection. Perfection does not exist. Not in this realm. I'll take that back. Perfection exists when we decide we're going to do what God has called us to do. That's perfection. Perfection is showing up and doing it. People like to say things to me. Oh, you doing that because I had this car. I told LJ this a while back. And because I just love our time in the studio and we just learn so much from each other. And I tell y'all need to be on the lookout for LJ because you're going to be seeing her in a lot of places. And I'm just putting it out there because the passion that God has inside of her, it's going to light the city on fire. I believe it. And I'm speaking it. You heard it first right here on Connecticut 5. But we were talking and I was telling her, I am noticing in my life right now, I am a lot more active in things than I've ever been, but I feel a lot more purposeful than I've ever felt. I feel empowered to do these things. And there was a time when I didn't. And I go through that, but now I feel like it's not about me. It is about the love that my identity used to be rooted in the fact that I didn't have my daddy. And I went through this drama with my baby daddy, and this person did me wrong. And this is what my identity was in. I've been independent since I was 13 years old, and I've been having to take care of myself. And and I'm a strong black woman, and and there's nothing wrong. Look. If you're not following where I am right now, today is not the day for me to go off on that tangent, but we can talk about it at another time. Nothing wrong with being strong. There's nothing wrong with being independent, but it is if that's what your identity is in. Because none of us are going to always be strong, and we're always going to be interdependent. I don't care how independent you are. If that Walmart app, if those people stop picking up groceries, listen, they pick the groceries up for you even though you're paying for it. You're interdependent on somebody. I bet you don't make sure the water switch stays on or the lights stay on. Even if you're paying for these services, you're dependent on people to do them. So enough of this. I'm independent, and I'm not asking nobody for nothing because all people ever do is hurt me. Or the flip side is you never say any of that. Oh, I don't let any of those things bother me. But your motives are, I have to be successful. I need to get this going in my life. All of this because this is where you find your value. This is where you find your worth. This is how you can get back at every person who's ever scrutinized you, who's ever teased you, who's ever let you down and did anything to you. And what happens is your identity is tied so much in trying to prove to other people how good you are till you really miss out on enjoying your life. You can't imagine the good things for good reasons. Yeah, you want a new house and you want to be married and you want your marriage to be happy and you want to be able to do things with your kids, but you want to be able to do it so you can post it on Facebook and be able to compete with the other people who are doing it. And that identity and things like that have to be addressed and they have to be dealt with and then changed. That's why I'm looking forward to starting this academy. I'm working on the name, but I'm going to be teaching out of the new book that's coming out. And I want to help people through these. Because see, you can go to church and have an emotional high, pray and meditate and get a little bit of peace, but it's pacified. It's only temporary. It's not going to last. It's fleeting. You have to get your identity in Christ and understand who he is and work hard at embracing that identity. The more you embrace that identity, the more your imagination will change. You will go from being someone who you have to form mental images and concepts of just violence, form mental images and concepts of dysfunction. A lot of you women, you know why your husband is cheating on you? Because you've been imagining him cheating for years. So guess what? It finally came to fruition. Men, you know why they're turning their back on you? For all you do, you pay all the bills and it's like nobody cares about you? Because you need to stop forming that mental picture. You hear other people saying that, and so you just follow suit. That's why I said when I get older, I think I'm going to start being around younger people. Not like young people not trying to get older, but like my mentoring program and stuff. Because I don't like when people get older and they just think, oh, I'm 60. I just got to sit in the house. I love it. I have a neighbor, I think she's 65. Man, that thing can't keep still. She stay on somebody cruise, going out, having fun. She enjoy. I'm like, I am trying to be like you when I grow up. What is your identity and imagination? Who are you when you're coming up with these images and mental concepts? I'm going to tell you, I'm an international bestseller. I have a multimedia, multinational media program. I have a school that trainers have been trained to be able to help people, and they have a heart for people the way I do, and it's all over the world. And my imagination is when I die, this stuff will be living on. It'll be way better than it was when I started. I'm not afraid to put that out there. Some people say, you got to keep your dreams to yourself. No, I'm not afraid to put that out there because let's make it happen Monday. And if I can't see it, the Bible says without vision, the people shall perish. And that's all imagination is. Imagination is vision. And if you don't know who you are, you can't see. You can't see through your mind's eye. It causes your vision to be blurry because you're too busy trying to figure out what lens you're looking through before you can even get into focus what you're looking at. So figure out the lens you're looking through. Figure out your identity as you begin to form these mental images or concepts in your mind. Figure out your identity as you dream. Why do you want those things? There's nothing wrong with having all of those great things, anything you could think of. But make sure your why is honorable. Make sure your motive behind it is meaningful. All right? And we just staying alive, y'all. That's all we can do. And we're going to help each other do it. And I'm ready. This is going to be an awesome week. This has been an awesome Heart Talk. Make sure you guys think about it. Imagination. We'll be back to close out shortly. This has been Heart Talk with your heart coach, Adelaide Brown, on KineticHiFi.com. Let's let the Bee Gees help us. After all of that imagination, making it happen, the only way we can make it happen is if we stay alive. So let's make sure we stay alive right here. We'll be back to close out shortly.